Are you stuck at home with nothing better to do than play video games or watch TV? Or maybe you're in a classroom at school and you think, oh, I wish I could be doing something else. Well, don't fear, there is music. And today I'm going to be showing you all there is about the instruments that are out there and what they sound like and how they all fit together. My name is Stephen Port. I've been teaching instrumental music for over 15 years now, and I can't wait to show you everything that I have and for you to hear something and go, I really want to try that. So that's enough for now. Let's get into it. So up first we have the bass drum. The bass drum is normally a really big drum, but because I don't own a really big drum, I'm using the sample pad to do the bass drum instead. So let's lay that down as our foundation for everything else to sit on. Next up, we're going to add the snare drum. Now again, I don't have a snare drum, so once again, I'll be using my little sample pad here to create the snare drum sound. Let's add that in and see what it sounds like. And the final piece of percussion that we're going to be adding today is the crash cymbals. So, with the crash cymbals, guess what? Don't have them at home. So instead, I will be using my sample pad once again. So here's what it sounds like with the crash cymbals added. This next instrument is the tuba. As you can see, it is very big and very epic. This is one of the most foundational instruments of the brass world, and you'll see what I mean when we add in this to what we've got already and then start to add all the other instruments. Very important instrument. So if you are a helper, this is the instrument for you. It also comes in plastic varieties, so it is a bit cheaper and lighter, because these are heavy. This here is the Euphonium. We also call this the tenor tuba, officially, or unofficially, baby tuba. It's pretty cool, same range as the trombone, which you'll hear next. And let's see what happens when we add this to our mix. Now this here is a special kind of trombone. This is the bass trombone. As you can see, there's a fair bit going on here. A normal trombone doesn't have these extra bits or these extra slides here. They've just got the one in the middle, and the bell's a bit smaller as well. But the bass trombone, that's my professional instrument. It's my favourite, and I think it's awesome. Plays the same notes as the euphonium, and you'll hear what that sounds like in our mix in just a moment. away from the low brass instruments into the high brass, we have the French horn. The French horn always reminds me a bit of a snail. Definitely. It is an amazing instrument though, and honestly, when you hear some really good French horn players just really giving it all they've got, it's amazing. Your right hand does go in the bell, not all the way, kind of a bit like a cup. And for the left-handers in the room, you do all of your valves with your left hand. So good. Now let's hear what happens when we add French horn. And finally, we move on to the trumpet. Everyone knows trumpet, everyone loves trumpet. It is a really good instrument that plays a lot of melody, plays a lot of high notes, and of course is very, very loud. Now let's see what happens when we hear this with everything else we've got so far. Here we have the alto saxophone. This one has two bigger versions as well. This is the tenor saxophone and the baritone saxophone. The alto saxophone does have a lot of melodies, sometimes harmony as well, and this is what it sounds like in our mix. This is the clarinet. Clarinet's really cool because it has melody and harmony. There's also a bigger version called the bass clarinet, but unfortunately, I don't own one of those at home. So let's see what it sounds like when we add the clarinet to the mix. Now we come to the final woodwind instrument, the flute. The flute is a fantastic little instrument. If you enjoy being in the spotlight, playing lots of melodies, and having a sound that I've been told sounds a bit like birds, then the flute is for you. Here's what it sounds like in our mix. I just want to quickly add that oboe and bassoon, definitely don't own those. Both members of the woodwind family, both very cool instruments, and the main difference is they have a double reed instead of a single reed. Very, very cool. Now, who wouldn't feel inspired after watching all of those instruments come together to play one of our epic themes, Star Wars? My name is Stephen Port, and I am wishing you the very best no matter which instrument you have chosen. They're all exceptional. Good luck, and see you next time.